Okay, hey, this is Brent Leary, and it's time for another This Week in Small Business brought to you by the folks at smallbiztrends.com. Every week, they give me a list of really the top articles from the past week. I pick a couple I want to talk about, and I typically have somebody that I talk about it with. But as you can see, I'm actually here by my lonesome this time. I don't know, nobody wanted to join me this week. So I'm going to do it myself. And I'm actually going to do it from my backyard. It's kind of the wilderness here in Stockbridge, Georgia. But it's a nice day, so I figured why not try it outside. Also, you see what I'm wearing. It's football season. I'm a big Rams fan. And it's been a number of years since I've been able to come out and have like pride. So I'm sporting my Eric Dickerson jersey. I got my new... It's actually a new retro Rams hat. It's got the classic design. But anyway, I'm ready for football season. I hope you are too. My team is 1-0, and this might be the only time that I can actually say we have a winning record. Although I think we're going to be good this year. I'm going to do two quick articles this week because I actually had a chance last week at Inbound to grab a couple of HubSpot executives, one being their Vice President of Marketing, John Dick, the other one being Michael Redborn, who's heading up their new Service Hub product. Customer service for HubSpot. It's pretty interesting. So I'm gonna play a couple of clips as a part of This Week in Small Business. So we got two articles. One is from Michael Guda, how to add AI solutions to your cloud service offerings. You know, everybody is talking about, of course, everybody's talking about the cloud. Everybody's utilizing the cloud, and we're also talking about AI, artificial intelligence. And so this article is cool about pointing out some areas that you can add AI solutions to your cloud offerings. Now, you'll see there's a good number of them out there, but I'm just going to focus on one real quick. And would it be anybody surprised that it would be CRM, customer relationship management? There are so many service offerings now that are leveraging AI in their CRM applications to help out with things like predictive lead scoring. So you get a lead in and it gives you an idea of how closable, how convertible that lead is based on the leads that have been gathered in the past, the activities that need to be run against them. And so instead of burning cycles of you trying to figure out if a lead is good or not, or a lead is closable or not, or what needs to be done to make a lead good, now you're having CRM applications help with that by analyzing the data. And then based on that analysis from the machine learning and artificial intelligence, it pops up a score that says, hey, this one is good enough for you to close. This one is a good lead that fits what we're trying to do. And it does it for you. So CRM and AI, they really go almost like hand in glove at this point. And most of the CRM applications that you know about, they have some of this in there. They're putting more and more into it. So that's one. Check out. There are a lot of others on this list, but of course, that one kind of got my attention. All right, so the second article, trying to pull this up without being too disruptive here. All right, this one comes from Larry Kim, the top 25 skills businesses need right now. Well, and this is a really good list that he put together, and it's a really cool infographic on there. I'm just going to name a couple of them here. And would anybody guess that cloud and distributed computing skills would be one of the top skills that businesses are looking for right now? Statistical analysis and data mining skills. Actually, I should tell you not only the type of jobs and skills, but check out some of these prices or these fees that you get, or I guess salaries if you're looking for a full-time job. So in cloud and distributed computing, platform engineer, these guys are pulling in about 104,000. That ain't bad. Cloud architects, now this is really not bad. 142,000 bucks. So that's something that if you can get there, get it. Statistical analysis and data mining skills. A business analyst gets about 70,000 now. Data analyst 65,000. Statistician 80,000 bucks. I'm going to skip down because I thought I saw one where for marketing. And I know there's a lot of interest in marketing, so let me see if I can find that one. Marketing campaign management skills. Okay, so online marketing managers are pulling in about 71,000, Digital marketing specialist, 67,000. These are just a few of the ones that are on this list that Larry Kim put together. Definitely check it out because there's a lot of them on there and some really good salaries out there. So check that one out. Okay, so I did that quickly. There are still lots of other great articles. I would suggest you not only look at the two I mentioned, but check out the list of them out there on smallbiztrends.com. Also, right now, take a look at the conversations. There's little snippets. Some of them are going to be featured in longer form, but I want you to check out some of the discussion and some of the talking points coming out of Inbound last week. Particularly, there's some really interesting things that HubSpot is doing. They're eating their own dog food, but check out what they had to say about email marketing and how they decrease the amount of emails that they're sending out. But by decreasing it by 50%, they're actually raising the traffic back to their website. So you want to check that out. And once again, subscribe. Let me say that again. Once again. Let me say that again. And once again, if you like these, give us a little like, maybe a comment, but also subscribe to the YouTube channel so that whenever we put these videos out, you'll get notified and you can check them out when you have some time. All right. Once again, this is Brent Leary. See you next week for This Week in Small Business with smallbiztrends.com. Now, go Rams. Okay, hey, this is Brent Leary, and I'm sitting here with John Dick, who is Vice President of Marketing at HubSpot. I'm at Inbound 2018. There's 24,000 other people here at Inbound 2018. The first time I came to Inbound in 2008, there was about 200. So it's grown a little bit since then. Yeah. But John, thanks for taking time to join me.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Brent.
So, being not only an inbound marketing company, and you're a VP of marketing, and you deal with customers who are trying to figure a lot of this stuff out.
Yeah.
What are some of the main challenges today? You mentioned maybe what we just talked about as one of them. Are there any other challenges today that weren't around maybe even a year or two ago, but now with change and technological advancements and best practices, what are some of the things that your customers are needing help with or are challenged by from a marketing perspective today?
Yeah, well, I'll talk about what HubSpot has needed help with and the things that my team has been really focused on. We tend to publish about this stuff, and I think that drives our customer community to adopt a lot of these things. I think first of all, unsurprisingly, and as everyone has witnessed, search has just continued to change a lot. And at the core of inbound marketing is the ability to track people through search. And so we've spent a lot of time, and Matt Barbie, who runs our SEO team, has spent a lot of time trying to figure out how you deliver a modern SEO strategy. And we've done a lot of testing, we've published a lot of content around it, and we've actually enabled our software to deliver on it. And it's, we call it the pillar content model, and it's all around topic clusters and pillar content and how to really tell Google these days what your company does. We've done a lot to figure out Google snippets and how to help Google index your articles and your blog posts for snippets, because obviously that's reduces your clicks from SERPs a significant amount. So you want to get into those snippets. So search is always changing, continues to change. I think keeping up with that is something that our team's invested a lot in. I think one of the most oft said things in the marketing space is that email is dead. They've been saying that for how long?
Forever.
Probably since 2008 when you came to Inbound. I don't think Inbound. I don't think email is dead. I think my personal observations around email are the following, though. Number one, I don't do a lot of communication with my friends anymore through email. And that has me a little bit worried as a marketer because it means I only communicate with my colleagues and with businesses through email. And I think that your personal communications are kind of a leading indicator of how you communicate in all walks of life. So that has me worried. And so one of the things we did last year was we said we got to get our email kind of up to speed with how people want to be communicated through email. And so we set a goal last year to cut our email volume 50%.
Wow.
We just went and we said we're cutting volume. We're going after all these pools that we've just been sending all this email to. And guess what happened? We get more traffic. We get more traffic to our website from email at 50% of the volume than we did when we were sending higher volume, because people weren't opening our emails anymore. It just seemed like too much. So now folks are getting an email from us. Hopefully, You can tell me if this is true or not. Hopefully you're finding that it's valuable to you and you're getting a lot of value from it.
I'm here with Mike Redboard, who's the GM of Service Hub. Mike, thank you for joining me, man.
Thanks so much, Brent.
From the beginning, marketing, HubSpot has always been about marketing and inbound marketing, but you're the GM of Service Hub. So talk to me about Service Hub in general, and then I'll follow up with something else.
Yeah, sure. So Service Hub is our newest product line, right? We launched it back in May to our partners who were really integral with the launch, and then this week, a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. So for us, it represents like the third pillar, really, of our company's software. So we have marketing, which I think everybody knows HubSpot for primarily, then sales, and now service. And so for us, like service is really about kind of completing the growth suite almost, so that you have marketing feeding sales, sales feeding service, and service feeding marketing back. So you can kind of turn your customers into that growth engine with customer advocacy and really connect up the service and marketing parts of your business. So that's what we're all about with Service Hub, and so far it's been a great ride for us.
Well, it's interesting because we got a chance to talk yesterday. You come from actually managing the service, customer service order. So you go from managing customer service folks to building the product.
Yeah.
Tell me what you learned from managing a customer service function that helped you with this role.
Yeah, so I mean, my job at HubSpot for 5 years there, 2012 to 2017, was running our support and service team. So taking it from a ragtag group of folks back in the day to 500-600 over the course of time. And some of the stuff that I learned was really interesting. I learned a lot about customers. I learned a lot about management, obviously. The things that are most interesting to me are the changes that we observed over time, though. Like back in 2012. Folks just trusted more. I think there was less information out there. We were less hyper-connected. And you'd tell a customer something and they'd be like, cool, got it. Now we're all skeptics, and it's just a different kind of setup out in the universe for trust. So we kind of trust has changed. People trust, human beings. They trust companies less, trust salespeople less, marketers less. That's been a big one. And then we've also just seen that the way your customers fit into your business has changed over those last 5-10 years. Like, whereas it used to be that you went through this heavy marketing and sales process and, pop, customer at the end. Now, that just doesn't work. You need to treat customers as a part of the dynamic, not just an output. You need to treat them as an input, not an output. And so those were kind of the impetuses behind the whole Service Hub game, and really some of the just changes we've seen out in the marketplace.
All right, so got to get to a more serious note. You grew up a Boston resident. You were born and bred here, but you're not a sports guy. How does that happen?
I don't even know. And it's funny because my dad, he is like the biggest sports fan of all time. And when I grew up, we'd watch Red Sox games all day. I love going to Fenway Park, but I just don't have the mindset for it, man. I love software, I love marketing, I love customers, I love growing businesses. I don't know, maybe this makes me a little weird in Boston. It makes me a black sheep, I suppose.
Since I do not like Boston sports outside of Bill Russell, I'm okay with that.
We have a lot we can agree on. Yeah, I don't even know what I like or dislike.
And on that note, man, thanks for taking time. This has been great. Where can people learn more about Service Hub?
Yeah, so you can go to HubSpot.com/new. Everything that we've launched this week is there from HubSpot, including all the good stuff in Service Hub.